Good evening. Thank you very much for joining us here on Mirror Now. This is Urban Debate and I'm Hina Gambhir. Viewers, for third time in 17 days, Mirror Now on Urban Debate is raising the issue of resident doctors in different parts of the country, today in Delhi specifically. The only channel highlighting the plight of our COVID warriors. These are the visuals that we are now going to show you of their protest from today, the day 6 of their agitation in the national capital and second day of protest in front of Nirman Bhavan. They are the backbone of our system. They are overburdened, exhausted and protesting since November 27. Their reason is delay in NEET PG counselling, which has resulted in zero admission of fresh postgraduate doctors. Now, their demand is that the process should be expedited as around 40 to 45,000 doctors are waiting to join. Now, verbal assurances have come from the centre, but no action has been taken yet. The agitation was put on hold for a week after the centre on 10th of December assured them that NEET PG counselling will be fast-tracked in the court. Nothing happened. They were waiting till 17th of December. Nothing moved at all. Nothing changed for them. And they were forced to resume their strike. Now, this is not only impacting the routine services, but even the emergency services in hospitals across the national capital. Patients are suffering. And from tomorrow, representatives from Rajasthan, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Madhya Pradesh will also be joining their protest in the national capital. And we want to ask on Urban Debate tonight, why is the centre not intervening on priority as far as the concerns of these resident doctors in Delhi are there? Joining us on the broadcast right now are my guests. In fact, we will also be going across to my colleagues who've been tracking the development very, very closely. And in fact, my colleagues here in the national capital were trying to get an answer from the health minister himself, but so far nothing has come. We have Dr. Vinay Kumar, President, Resident Doctors Association in Uttar Pradesh, joining us on the broadcast. Dr. Riddhi Gupta, Resident Doctor at Guru Tegh Bahadur Hospital, is joining us live. Dr. J.A. Jayalal, National President at IMA, is also live with us this evening. We have Dr. Gulrez Sheikh, BJP leader, joining us live. And also Charu Mathur, Advocate, Supreme Court of India, who's also the petitioner for NEET PG students in this particular case. Good evening to all of you. Thank you very much for joining us here on Urban Debate. Charu Mathur, let me begin the discussion with you. I remember you were there with us when we first had this discussion about 16 days back. And the situation remains the same for these resident doctors. Can you tell us what is it that the centre can really do? What can be done?
See, right now, Supreme Court is having its winter vacation and matter is slated to come on 6th January. So situation remains very much the same until and unless government move, if they want, they can move an application for early hearing. It is a vacation time, so they have to make a special request to the registrar and who will put it before the Chief Justice to convene a special bench. Otherwise, this matter will come on 6th January. And as I have told you, we have filed one petition in which we have specifically said that go ahead, please allow us to go ahead with the existing policy. That is, before these reservations were asked for on 29 July, please go ahead at least for this year so that we don't have a deadlock. Right? And another petition is where we are asking them to adjudicate upon it.
Okay, so you're telling us that centre can actually make a special request, but so far only verbal assurances have come. Nothing really has changed for the doctors on the ground. Let's go across to Dr. Vinay Kumar as well. Dr. Vinay Kumar, can you tell us a little bit about the condition of the resident doctors in the national capital? What are the kind of difficulties that you've been facing that, you know, on 27th of November, you started your protest and then you stopped as well for a week after centre gave you assurances, but then had to resume the strike on 17th of December?
Yeah, first of all, good evening to everyone. And I would like to thank Mirror Now for raising our issue from very first day on a daily basis. Actually, resident doctor, not only in Delhi, but across the nation are facing a problem of overwork. They are overburdened from last 7 to 8 months. apart from COVID care. In COVID care, resident doctors were backbone of the COVID care system. After that, the main problem is due to the delay of NEET PG exam conduction, as well as now the counseling process, which is being delayed by the government. Usually, exam of NEET PG took around in the month of January or February, but due to the this second wave of COVID, government delayed the exam of NEET PG for around 4 to 6 months. Then on September, they conducted the exam. Now the counseling is being delayed for such a long time. We are facing acute shortage of healthcare worker, that too doctor. The third wave is looming, and we are doing our protest for ourselves also, but also for the common public. If third wave comes anyhow, then we are going to be very, very short of doctors and healthcare workers. So government should understand our point, and at the same time, the common public also should understand that why we are protesting. We are protesting for ourselves, yes, of course, and at the same time, we are protesting for the people of this nation. Over to you.
Right. Yes, what you're saying is absolutely right. There is acute shortage of healthcare workers, and that's a cause of concern, especially at a time when already statements are being made that, we could see a possible third wave of COVID early next year. Now, Dr. Gulrez Sheikh, I want to understand from you, when there is an option available for the center to resolve this crisis, when verbal assurances were given, then why nothing has been done so far in this particular matter? Are these people not a priority for the center, the COVID warriors?
See, Hina, I am first qualified medical practitioner and later a politician. So I will speak my heart. And as a doctor, I will not go to any strike, especially when a new third wave of Omicron looks like that it's on our doorsteps. And as far as the government of India is concerned, definitely government is concerned about the doctors, their well-being, the timings they have devoted, and we applaud them. But you must also think on that line that why the counseling has been delayed. Is it being delayed by the government of India? No, it is not being. It is delayed because the petition in the Supreme Court of India was there. A petition for whom we are fighting? We are fighting for the economical weakened sections of our society so that they can also study the medical sciences, let it be in PG or UG. So you should think on those lines also, that poor students who can't afford, they also have right to study medical studies. It's not just for the rich people. So I will request my colleagues meaning doctor medical faculty, that 6th of January is not too far. It's already 22nd. Please give up your strikes. The government of India is with medical fraternity. We salute the work they have done. So please just end this strike. Government will do justice. But wait for some time. We are also fighting for economical weaker sections of the society. We are not fighting for ourselves. We are not fighting for our party. We are not fighting for politicians. Please consider that thing as well.
Dr. Jailal, will you like to respond? Dr. Jailal, will you like to respond to what Dr. Gulrez Sheikh has said?
Dr. Gulrez said it is nothing to do within the hand of the center. But we all remember when the case came in the Supreme Court, it is only the Solicitor General has asked for that time till 4 weeks. And it is not that the petitioner has asked for that time. Petitioner was always asking for the early implementation of things. So there was asking for that time for that. See, our demand and everybody's demand is that the issue of the reservation is entirely a different issue. Let the court decide on that. But what is the problem with the admission of this year? This has been announced much earlier. It is supposed to be for the January 2021 exam. It is not an exam which is announced after the policy of the reservation policy. And when it is due of the 2021 January, and even if you are not able to do 1 year and still put the blame on the other small factor, I think this is not a justifiable one. And always we doctors do not want to go for a strike. It is not our first priority at all. It is only after the due consultation, due representation, even after the Honorable Minister was giving assurance and 7 days, I will solve everything, please go back. The students received, when they heard that, responded to that. I appreciate their maturity. They listened to the Honorable Minister, they responded to the Honorable Minister and came back. But now it is a onerous responsibilities on the Honorable Health Minister to see his word, his promise that 7 days it will be solved, has to be done something. And he promised it will be implemented in the court. What happened to that? We are only asking for that. Why the Supreme Court, the government has not implemented? When there was a case in the Karnataka Legislative Assembly, in the midnight, the Honorable High Court was opened and the case was heard. So there is every possibility. We cannot shed our responsibility. But these beloved children, they have worked hard, tirelessly in the COVID second wave and saved millions of people. What response we, the common people, are going to give to these people?
Dr. Gulrez Sheikh has a point now. Go ahead, sir.
See, he said correctly that the Solicitor General asked time in the Supreme Court, and for whom it asked time? Was the time asked for the benefit of government or the benefit of economical weaker sections? And those people are also doctors. Those EWS students who are seeking for post-graduation admission in the medical sciences, they are also doctors, sir. They are not from commoners. They are also doctors, but they are poor doctors from the poorer background. So government, you can't, government of India can't do anything that in one go. Government asked time to form a committee and to think about that, what to do with the economical weaker sections. Government's fight is just for the EWS section of the poor people of poor students, poor strata of students, and not for
But Dr.
rich
Gulrez
people
Sheikh, you are making this argument today. Dr. Gulrez, you're making this argument today, and I want to go across to Dr. Riddhi Gupta. Assurances, I believe, were given to you by the center only, by officials of Ministry of Health, that something will be done. At that time, this argument did not come. When last time on 10th of December, they told you that the matter will be expedited. They will be approaching the Supreme Court. They sought about 7 odd days from you. That time, they did not say that you wait till 6th of January, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. That's the point. Last time we left the strike on verbal assurance. They said that we got a call from PMO office that they will do something about this, the whole situation, about the reservation policy, whatever it is. We have no say on what the reservation policy is or what they want to do it, they want to implement it or not. We just want that decision should be taken, and it should be taken fast. Because Corona will not form a committee that, okay, doctors are not there, let's not enter the country. The third wave of Corona is just on the door. We have got the notice from our MD even today that the hospital will be turning into a Corona dedicated center. So we can't wait for them. We can't wait for them to form a committee and then decide. They should have decided 5 months earlier what they are thinking of now, that too when we are on a protest or a strike.
Dr. Gulrez, will you now like to respond?
Yes, I will like to respond, and that's what I'm saying, that Corona is not going to form a committee, and that's why government asked for time for committee. Do you want the government? Let's speak on the public forum. This is a public forum, and public is also listening to us. That do you want that we should take a prompt judgment about the economical weaker sections of students? Ma'am, they are also doctors.
No,
like
that
you.
is a different matter. That is a different
That is the
matter,
whole
Dr.
matter.
Gulrez. That is what the doctors who are protesting are highlighting. That is a different matter. Dr. Jailal wants to come in on this point because it is a different matter. My point is very simple. When on 10th of December, one second. When on 10th of December, a specific assurance, one at a time, please. When on 10th of December, a specific assurance was given to these resident doctors who are protesting today out, on the streets, then why it was not implemented? Was it only given to tell them to end the strike? Dr. Jailal first and then Dr. Gulrez.
If really they are interested, they can easily make 10% or 15% seat to be increased for this year. If you want to implement it this time, nobody is opposing that. Even if they are increasing the seat by 20%, and up to the reservation policy as a one go. And if they are increasing that, we are so happy to receive that. How many students coming from any weaker section or upper section? There is not, we have no difference on that. Only thing we want is you find some solution to admit the students. Government cannot go away and say that that is the reason, that reason. That is not an administrative style. In spite of all the difficulties, in spite of all the odds and all the negative things, you must find the solution to get the manpower augmented in the medical fraternity. The third wave is on the way. We cannot manage the third wave if it is coming with a limited number of manpower available in the healthcare system. Please do something to augment the manpower. That is a very difficult question, a difficult demand that doctors community is asking. We are equally worried about the entire society and the community. That is why even in the night, these doctors are making a strike means how much they are wounded, how much they are suffering. It is not with something pleasure for that they are doing the strike. It is for with agony. It is for the community welfare. They are doing the strike. Please let us not belittle them. Let us not belittle their commitment for this society. All negatives are there. Yes, we agree. But it is the responsibility of the government to find the solution to augment the manpower in the medical fraternity.
Okay, and before I get Dr. Gulrez to respond to this, I want to once again go back to Dr. Riddhi Gupta and Dr. Vinay Kumar, who represent the resident doctors here on the show. Dr. Riddhi Gupta, can you tell us what prompted the doctors really to come out on the streets and resume the strike? How difficult the conditions had become for you, something that our viewers also must understand, because on one hand, while you're protesting, the patients who come from far off places to these hospitals in the national capital are also being sent away because the emergency services, the routine services are getting impacted. But can you tell us what kind of situation you all have been in that has, put you under so much of pressure that you're today on strike?
See, currently we are working with 66% of doctor population in every hospital that has resident doctors. So 33% of doctors who have given the exam, they are just waiting to enter and to serve. So with 66%, the doctor ratio in India, which is already bad, very bad, and it just goes worse from there because we are with 66%. So of course the patient care is hampered. There is no doubt about it because it's already not in a very good place. And that we have seen in the second wave because there was so much shortage of oxygen and every medicines and hospital beds. That was only because there was already shortage of doctors. And now it has been added further. So that is why this is the first reason. Secondly, when the doctors get overburdened, their skills, or you can say their ability, that decreases because of the tiredness. So that affects the patient care even more. We were on the street because we were being given assurance that the counseling will start and the new batch will join in. But we have just been given date and nothing else. And even on 6th January, I know there will be no conclusion because government has not passed made anything clear about this reservation things. So we know that even on 6th January, we'll get a new date and the whole procedure of counseling itself takes 2 months. So even if on 6th January it starts, the new doctors will be joining not before then March or maybe April. So a whole year of theirs is wasted.
Okay, and Dr. Vinay Kumar, now we are being told that the representatives of the FODA from Rajasthan, UP, Punjab, Haryana, as well as Madhya Pradesh will be joining the protest as well of these resident doctors in the national capital.
Yeah, definitely. Resident doctors from Uttar Pradesh, along with Punjab, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, as well as Rajasthan, are joining our national body, FODA, in this mass movement to give some strength, to give some muscle to this protest tomorrow onwards in the morning, so that the government should listen this matter on very urgent basis, and government should understand the severity of this matter, because we are not the one who want that patient should suffer. Patients are always being priority for doctors. We have channelized ourselves in such a way. Just I will like to give something that I will like to give some suggestion that go and visit some government hospital. It is the resident doctor who are on strike. Even then they are working in the night for the betterment of these patients. Resident doctors are so attached to their patient, and they are also feel responsible. And we assure you that once the government give us a definite result, a concrete result for this matter, we will take back this agitation ASAP.
Okay, so it's just a written assurance, Dr. Gulrez Sheikh, that these resident doctors are probably now looking forward to. We know that solution will not come in a day, but at least, there needs to be some kind of communication. We haven't heard from the health minister on this particular matter. These people have been protesting non-stop for last 6 days in the national capital, outside Nirban Bhavan for last 2 days, yet nothing from the health ministry, sir. Why?
Our communication channels are already on, and communication is going on with their office bearers and their leaders as well. And both type of direct communication and indirect communication is going on. And I think by tomorrow or day after, the things will be resolved. I'm very much confident about that. But let me tell you one thing very frankly. When the thing is under the hammer of a court, you can't just take a quick action that we have decided this and we will go, because thousands of people's future is being hanged. And once the court gives some decision, then those futures you have to think about those careers, because there are thousands of students whose careers can be jeopardized, and we don't want to do that. And as far as the gentleman sometime back, he was saying that the government of India can increase 10% or 15% of seats. No, it's not that easy, because there are criteria for the medical studies, and depending upon the area, depending upon the number of beds, depending upon the number of postgraduate faculty, you can allot the particular amount of number of seats to a college. So you can't do it like that. It's not a banana republic. You have to go via law. And I will again say, it's already 22nd of December is there. Max to max I'm talking about, maybe before that, and I'm sure that it will be before that, but max to max will be 6th of January is the next hearing, but definitely it will be before that, because government is working on all these lines. But please just put down this strike, because patients are suffering and we are doctors, and I'm telling you, if you ask me, I will also come to help you, but as a doctor we should not do that. It's not the oath we take.
If I may add one thing.
You're reminding the
Sure,
doctors of the oath that was taken by them. But I think Charu wants to make a point. Then I'll go across to Dr. Jailal as well. Yes.
So there are two things that I want to point out to Dr. Gulraj. First thing is that if you look at the 3rd May call of the Prime Minister, even the 4th year MBBS students were called on duty when we were having 2nd wave. And as far as you are talking about EWS, so the center itself has said that it is the Sino Commission on which they have relied and given 10% EWS reservation, the limit they have put of 8 lakh rupees. There is no rationale for that. And Sino Commission only gives recommendation for the incentives. It doesn't talk about reservation. That is why they have decided to go and revisit the criteria. As far as we are saying in our second writ petition, we said just go ahead, since the reservation, the notification that was given on 29 July. Go ahead with this batch, and these larger issues, they can be decided during the court. And the first time the court issued notice was this in September, 6th September. That was at 5 days before the examinations were conducted. These examinations were supposed to be conducted in March, but due to 2nd wave, they were postponed. And this EWS and OBC thing has come out on 29 July. So our first prayer is that since this reservation, you go ahead with this PG batch. And secondly, these larger issues can be decided for the subsequent batches. And the criteria given, the government itself has said that we would like to revisit the EWS criteria. Because 8 lakh limits, if you look at, it is for OBC creamy layer, right? You cannot have the same limit for others, right? When even your income tax limit is way below 8 lakh rupees, right? You go for 5 lakh rupees if you are earning, then you are not. So you cannot get an income tax payer to be coming under the EWS. So rationalization has to be there.
That's an interesting point that Charu has made, and Dr. Jailal, I'll get Dr. Gulrez to respond to this as well in just a bit. But Dr. Jailal, now, do you think, of course, the larger issue can be resolved when the hearing happens on 6th of January? But on the other hand, the issue that we have right now is about 45,000 NEET PG aspirants, and how for them this entire year will get wasted if the counseling process doesn't begin. Something that the center needs to immediately, look at. Don't you think?
Dr. Jella, you are on mute.
Sorry, that is what absolutely we are
Dr.
talking.
Jailal?
Hello? Yeah. That is what absolutely we are
Yes,
asking
we can
for.
now hear you.
Yeah, that is what absolutely we are asking for. We are not saying that you have to make a final decision and then go for admission. See, that is a bigger issue. It will come for the 2022 batch also, 2023 batch also. You must also remember all the All India entrance examination, All India medical institutions, they have finished 2 batches of admission after this NEET PG. Only the state, the state medical colleges are not able to admit the students. Why they are allowing that, then the same thing to happen in the AIMS? AIMS, the second batch, now 2022 admission has been started. Is that we from the state medical colleges are inferior, or American medical colleges are not good enough to compare with an AIMS? You can have AIMS admission, but not have the state admission. So, sir, please let the government decide. Admission is a continuing process. It is a legacy. It will go on. Let us the 2021 batch enter into a medical college. Let us not have a medical admission without a year. The zero admission in a year is very bad for our country. That is not easy, not for the first standard, second standard. It is for the postgraduate students who are going to be the serve the community. So our appeal is, let the honorable member, he is the party also, he must impress upon the government. Let us start this admission process. This is a larger interest issue. Let we will be discussing with the Supreme Court. Let the Supreme Court in its wisdom take a decision, but all will follow.
Dr. Gulrez, is it too much to ask? Because, of course, the issue for the economically weaker section that you raised, that the Supreme Court will be deciding upon, is an important one. Nobody is denying that. But when we need all hands on the deck at a time when already there is an acute shortage of doctors in the country, don't you think at least this could be, the right thing to do? So that the year for these 45,000 NEET PG aspirants is also not wasted? As a doctor, I'm asking you, not as a BJP spokesperson here.
Yeah, I'm talking as a doctor only. And as a doctor, I will say that if things take 15, 20 days more, it won't go for a havoc. It won't do a havoc of 15, 20 days for a medical studies for entire year. It won't be a big thing. And for 15, 20 days, you just think 10% of the student.
But sir, you're saying now about 15, 20 days, but it has been going on. It has been going on for weeks.
Supreme Court
it started on 27th of November. Since that day, we've been getting the same assurance and again. Why specifically, sir, I started this debate by saying that this is the third time that I am discussing this issue on Urban Debate because, sir, nothing has changed at all for these resident doctors. The needle hasn't moved an inch, unfortunately. Now you're saying 15, 20 days are left.
No, in a democratic republic, we should have trust upon our judiciary and we should also trust their wisdom. They are also seeing everything. And maximum, I think they have given the date of, if 6th, I'm sure that it will be before that, but maximum it will be 6th of January. We should never doubt the wisdom of our judiciary. They are much more wiser than us.
Nobody is doing it, sir. Nobody is doing it, sir. But these are... Don't forget, these are our COVID warriors, just like you, just like Dr. Jailal, just like Dr. Riddhi, just like Vinay Kumar on the show. Okay, I'm requesting all of you to stay on with us. I have to also now go across to my colleague Ayushman, in fact, who has been trying to get a response from the Minister of Health on this very, very important matter. Ayushman, good evening. Anything that you've heard from the Health Minister? Are we likely to see any kind of a statement coming out from him anytime soon?
Well, we did try to speak to possibly meet him. His
Ayushman, I think that's a bad line out there. we'll try and reconnect with you, but since you tried the entire day to get a response from the health minister, it hasn't come, so we are still in that wait and watch mode. And before I wind up the debate, I want to give the last word very quickly to Dr. Vinay Kumar and Dr. Riddhi Gupta. Can you tell us why the center should immediately do something about this very, very important issue that is staring us right now, as there are also now concerns, fears of a possible third wave early next year. Dr. Riddhi Gupta, you first, 10 seconds.
I've already told, we are already in a crisis and it's a national emergency. They are talking about thousands of people, the future of thousands of doctors because of EWS. There's 45,000 doctors stake and crores of people, the patients or the citizens of India, their health is at stake. I think that's more important at this point, because maybe for politicians, it's just a number. But for people, for doctors, it's their patient, and we're really connected to our patient. And we can't see them dying just because we couldn't pay enough hands. Means one doctor caring for 16 patients at a time. That's really a bad ratio.
Yes, absolutely. Dr. Vinay Kumar, what will you like to say to the center this evening?
I would like to say that government should listen to us, and there is no use of opening so many centers without resident doctors. You open as many as centers, but if there will be no healthcare worker there, if there will be no doctors, then what's the use of opening such COVID center or such centers? So I would like to request, with the help of Mirror Now platform, that government should expedite the NEET PG counseling process, as well as on the behalf of medical fraternity, I would like to request that government should also conduct the NEET PG exam for next batch on time before the third wave.
Absolutely, so that we don't see the same situation repeating again next year. I appreciate all of you for joining us here on Urban Debate. Thank you very much. We'll see, what eventually happens. But tomorrow, resident doctors from 5 other states are also going to join the protest. And we will slip into a very, very short break. But on the other side, we'll get you the latest on restrictions that the states have started announcing ahead of Christmas and New Year celebrations. Stay with us.